Many thanks for joining us on Focus on Africa. I'm Rhoda Odhiambo. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has opened a two-day national dialogue forum in Pretoria aimed at confronting the country's toughest problems. These include poverty, inequality, corruption, crime, and high unemployment rates. Today's talks mark the start of months of public consultations across the country. The talks will be led by religious, sports, labor and civic figures who, according to President Ramaphosa, reflect South Africa's diversity. These talks will be held both in person and virtually. 3 decades after the end of apartheid, South Africa remains one of the world's most unequal nations. Economic transformation has been slow. Unemployment is above 30% and service delivery failures have fueled growing public frustration. The shock loss of the ANC's parliamentary majority last year forced it into a coalition, a political turning point that set the stage for this unprecedented national conversation. But the talks are already marred in controversy. Major opposition parties have stayed away, citing heavy government control. Speaking during the opening ceremony, President Ramaphosa described the convention as a platform to openly and constructively confront the realities of South Africa today.
Why do so many people live in abject poverty and so few live lives of opulence? Why, after decades of democracy, are the prospects of a white child so much better than those of a black child? We need to ask ourselves that. We also need to ask ourselves, why do women get paid less than men for the same work? That's what we need to ask ourselves.
For more on this, I spoke to Professor Lesiba Tefo from the University of South Africa, who was also attending the convention, and I asked him about how realistic is this national dialogue at confronting South Africa's current realities.
As a matter of principle, there is nothing wrong with dialogue, but less so with monologues. If you can dialogue and find a way to contend or deal with the challenges that afflict your country, why not? But the challenge in South Africa right now, why there's some discontent and skepticism and cynicism this dialogue, is because the people on the ground say, we already know what the problems are. And you know as much as we do what the problems are. And we've been talking about this and you have not acted on them. If anything, the more we talk, the more the situation gets worse. Hence, less enthusiasm, hence the withdrawal of several organizations and foundations.
But why has it taken the government so long to be able to address the challenges? And will this forum make a difference at all?
They've got vested interest, and they're about self-perpetuation and self-enrichment. There is a problem of safety and security in the country. There is a problem of corruption. We have got what we call the tender system, and that is a source of, among the sources of trouble. At one stage, they were too idealistic, the leadership, especially after the euphoria of independence. Hence, in 2024, the ANC lost the majority because the people were responsive to the fact that you are not listening to us. You don't hear our voice. You are self-perpetuating. You are more interested in self-preservation, in protecting the party rather than saving the nation.
So what would happen if key voices that are supposed to take part in this forum don't take part in it, and a tangible solution, whether short or long term, is not gotten out of this forum?
The people of South Africa are dialoguing every day. They are talking up every day. They don't need a research paper, a scientific scholarly paper to tell them that they don't want corruption. They want safety and security. They want an electoral act to be changed. They want the management of the borders. There is too much corruption in South Africa. And I hear people, my friends and colleagues from outside the borders, say, we never thought you will degenerate so fast Corruption in my country stinks. It's prevalent and rampant.
So we've seen other countries use national dialogue platforms to be able to address some of the issues that affect citizens in these countries. But from where you sit, you seem to think that these national dialogue any impact. So what do you think the country needs to do to be able to tackle these issues that have been raised over and over again, but no action has been taken?
Maybe something good is going to come out of this, because I'm attending the plenaries and the people are talking like I do, that they don't need any more talk shop. They need implementation. They've said as much and they're saying as much. We are not interested in the talks anymore. We want implementation. Just do that. The policies are there. Our problems are known. Just get rid of corruption. Just appoint people on merit, right? Don't deploy people because they support you or they belong to a party. That's one of the major causes and cases of the ruling party, hence it lost power. Nepotism and cronyism.
Now, artificial intelligence